So students, in the last class we have spoken about alternating current introduction. Now here just take a note of this formula we would be using extensively. If y is equal to ft, we can use y average is equal to integration of y dt by integration of dt, or if it is equal to p ft, then we can say P average is equal to integration of P dt by integration of dt. We would be using this very frequently. Okay, let's take a question. Suppose let's take a question. Now, if I is equal to, let's say, 32 t cube, okay, and they are asking find average current in 3 seconds. Now, using this formula, so let's just use this solution. I average is equal to integration, so 0 to 3 seconds, okay, I dt divide by 0 to 3 dt. This is, if I integrate it, if I put the value of the here, it becomes 32 t to the power 4 by 4, correct? And this is from 3 to 0 divide by, this can be, this is what? This is nothing but t, and this is from 3 to 0. Further, I can write it 32, which is divided by 4 is 8, and t to the t4, t4 would be what? Sorry, just get it. So it becomes, let me subtract 32 by 4, and t4, it is from 3 to 0, and this is what? 3 minus 0. Further, if I take it this 8, and this is 3 to the power 4 and minus 0 jaga, so 3, this is 8 into 3 power 3 is the answer, ampere. Okay, now a few more things regarding alternating current. One, we would be very frequently encountering that average. So if someone asks you, like, I average, so I average is also represented as this, or it can also be represented as this, okay. If someone talks about, if someone says, let's say, mod of I, then it is just the positive current without sign. Other thing is, like, if someone says or talks about I square, this very frequently comes, then, or I square this, then this talks about the average of square. Okay, now if I take a small example, let me take this. Okay, okay, and let's say this is 3 ampere and this is minus 3 ampere and this is t. Now in this case, if someone asks you, like, what is I average full cycle, full cycle. So I average would be what? 0. Correct. Now if someone says what is the I average of half cycle, then basically I average of half cycle is what? We have this, so it's 3 ampere. Okay. Now if someone says what is the average of I square, so this is nothing but 9 amperes. Okay. So now what we are going to do is, we know that let's assume I is equal to I naught sine omega t. Let's draw the graph of this. If you sorry, if you are drawing the graph, it says it's positive from 0 to t by 2, and then it's negative, then again positive, and positive, and then negative. So if we sum up all the things, it comes to 0, I mean, which is straightforward, right? But let's prove it by a theoretical way, and when an exam it comes, we have to use that way to do it, right? So we have to prove I average is equal to 0 in full cycle. Okay, so the proof is, so we know I average, we have studied integration of I dt, and it's from t to 0, correct, and then it's 0 to t dt, correct, is equal to t 0, right, and this is I naught sine omega t dt. We have just replaced the value here. Further, it becomes 0 to t and dt. Okay, now further, if I differentiate it, it becomes I naught minus cos omega t, right, by omega, and then it is t and 0, the basic differentiation. Oh, sorry, integration. My apologies, t to 0. Now further, I can write it I average is equal to minus I naught, cos omega t to 0, okay, by omega t, correct? But we know t is equal to 2 pi by omega, right? Further, is equal to minus I naught cos omega t minus cos 0 by t, correct, is equal to minus I naught cos, let's put the value 2 pi by omega, correct, minus cos of 60, I'm sorry, it's 0, not 60, cos of 0 divide by omega t. Now this and this cancels, cos 360 is again 0, so 0, cos 0 minus cos 0 is what? 0. So I will say I average is equal to 0. Okay. And as you know, cos 360 is 0. So cos 0 minus cos 0. Oh, I'm sorry. Cos 360 is 1. So 1 minus cos 1 is 0. My apologies. Correction.